Hello, this is Chain 344. We're rearranging the camera. Okay.
It's an earthquake.
Alright. We are on episode 23.
Yep.
And,
that's where we're at.
yes. This is a knitting, spinning, crocheting, crafting, sewing,
All the thingsing.
all things podcast. And I am Kate. I feel like we haven't done introductions for ourselves in a long time.
We just assume that everyone who watches knows us personally
Yeah.
by now. You know way too many things about me, probably. Kate's still an enigma.
Exciting.
Woman of mystery. I'm Carolyn.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Good.
I am really great. I feel like I have a whole new chapter of my life because we rearranged our furniture.
That's always exciting. It makes you see your rooms in new ways.
Oh yeah, especially considering our apartments.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. I haven't taken any pictures of it yet because I just want people to come over and be like, "Whoa!" People who have seen it before. So I told you and ruined the surprise. Yeah.
I'm gonna act surprised when I see it now, just to make up for it.
Yay. This is good friendship. This is true. You fake stuff to make the other person feel better.
Yup, that's what friends are about.
I don't think so. I think both of us have a skewed definition.
That's perhaps true. Oh, that's why I was, weirdly in shot, not in shot. I was, leaning forward. I'm gonna sit back here.
Look at how things change.
It still isn't... There we go. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah. Just disregard the first however many minutes.
Yeah.
2-ish minutes.
We could, cut that out,
No.
and then... Okay.
We're not gonna do that. You know we're not. We're gonna talk about doing it, and then it's gonna stay in.
Yeah, we do that a lot, don't we? Every time I say, let's cut this out, or someone shouted in the other room, we should probably cut that out, and I don't.
We don't edit.
I put the title card on, and then that's it.
Make sure there's no wardrobe malfunctions, and then that's it.
No, I don't even check for that.
Well, that explains why we have so many viewers. We're that type of podcast.
Yep. Super fancy.
I'm not even
Surprises.
gonna ask if they have that type of podcast, because I'm sure the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay. So, we did a cool thing next week. I've been watching time-traveling shows. We did a cool thing next week. We're gonna tell you about it.
Yeah.
Ruin the
Because we're
space-time
magic.
continuum.
I'm okay with us being magic.
Or bad. We're evil.
We're still magic, even if we're evil.
This is true. Magic isn't, by definition, a positive thing.
Yeah.
Just ask Voldemort
Mm-hmm.
in the past. Because he's real.
Yep. In our brains. Anyway,
What's happening?
last week we met up with A Simple Homestead, who was the winner of our last event. The
event
what was it?
that we had. Was it the sock along? No.
No,
Okay.
it was the stash bust along.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Whoa.
See, it feels like it's been
45 years.
45 years.
More.
Even since we met up with A Simple Homestead, it feels like it's been 3 months since then, and it has been exactly 1 week.
A lot of stuff has happened. In
Not
my
to
life.
me.
In my life, a lot of things have happened. Either that, or I've just been watching a lot of Netflix, and I feel like my life is whatever show I'm watching.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good
I
justification for
saved
it.
New York. That's my life.
I did not. I just have been knitting a lot. I feel like I've got a lot of things done.
See, a lot of things have happened. I saved New York, knit a lot. We live, we do our stuff, we're magic, time traveling. I talk a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway.
Carmen
Yes,
was cool.
That's what we were talking about. We met up with her at a coffee shop / wine place /
My fave
sandwich place. Yeah, super nice. I like that place.
Love that place.
Java Vino, by the way.
If you're in lacrosse,
Yep.
go there.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was super fun. We passed off the prize box to her and then sat and knit for a while and did some knitting for the other event that we are involved in right now.
Sports ball.
The sports ball event.
Why is there a sad face on our show notes? I just realized that.
Because that's for the Christmas commiserate along, and that's sad. Because it's Christmas.
Christmas is... okay. Personal problems with Christmas aside. Sorry.
I wrote the show notes today, so they're all kinds of weird.
Let's say swooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell I'm just reading them now? Curl Shirl. Oh my gosh. Did you write this hoping that this would happen? That I'd read? Okay. So, I'm gonna ignore the show notes. Carmen... No, I'm not. I'm gonna laugh at them in a bit. Carmen made stitch markers and gave us each 4 of them.
They're so cool.
They're super cute, and I'm using them, as you... Yeah. Surprise! Yes, they're so cute, and thank you again.
Thank you very much. Love them. Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're like sturdy. They'll hold up for a long time.
Very. Yeah, I have already been like holding them in my mouth.
Because that's where stitch markers go while you're thinking about where to put them.
Yeah. And my son has been trying to steal them because they're shiny. He knows what he likes. The show notes. let's yeah, thanks again, Carmen, and let's move on to the next thing where we talk about how ridiculous these show notes are.
Okay.
They're so cute. So, what are you working on?
Oh, why did I leave all of my stuff behind the computer? That was dumb of me.
Because you were too busy thinking of silly things to write on the show notes.
I was not in a swooter.
Not in a swooter.
Okay.
Sounds really Scandinavian. Yeah. Not in a swooter.
I'm suddenly a Swedish chef.
Nothing wrong with that. You're in the right area. Very Scandinavian here.
I cast on a sweater for my spousal unit. And...
I'm sorry. I just thought I was the only one who said weird stuff like that. Man, unit, person of interest.
Man thing.
Man thing. That one's yours. Man thing.
I use that one a lot.
Yeah, I do pull the line from Archer. Rock hard slab. Man slab.
I can never look at Caleb in the same way now.
Do you watch Archer? Do you know what episode that's from? Yeah, I would mess you up even more if you knew what happened. I'm just gonna sit here till I recover. Show off your sweater.
Okay. This is the cardigan that I cast on for him. I have done the armhole shaping for the back, and I'm starting just now the armhole shaping for the front. It has got a pretty simple kind of cable-y, twisty thing going on. It's like two diamond things. It's kind of like Argyle-y
It's
almost.
so classy.
Yeah, this is like a wear to a Christmas event kind of cardigan.
Which you hate, apparently.
Yeah.
According to our show notes.
Yeah. I do. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Christmas. I'm a fan of spending time with my family and, like, hanging out and cooking and stuff. I'm not a fan of, like, being obligated to buy gifts for people I don't see very often.
You know? Yeah. Yes, we'll have to discuss this. Probably off camera. Who are we kidding? We're gonna talk about it in, like, 4 seconds.
And in each episode upcoming for the next million years. Till December.
I thought you were gonna say that there was, like, something that we agreed to do in the next episode.
No.
I was like, what did I say yes to?
No. Like, Christmas is going to be a recurring topic for the next several episodes.
Okay,
so
why did my mind jump to I agreed to something I don't remember? Carolyn's life.
Okay, so this sweater has no pattern. I am home brewing it.
So fun.
It looks so tiny, but it's actually, like,
Mega stretch.
I mean, he's a thin guy anyway, which is why I'm willing to make a sweater for him, because it's small, and I can do it quickly.
You make it sound like he's like a little, like an elf. Like a little leprechaun.
He's almost child size, so...
Well, I mean, so am I.
I mean, so it's easier to make a sweater for him than it is for me, so we'll just...
If the day ever comes when Caleb asks for a sweater...
It's gonna be a hard sell.
No, I'll agree to it because he doesn't ask for me to make him anything, so I'll be like, yeah, I'll make you a sweater. You love the things I make. And then, like, casting on 500 million stitches, I'll call you crying. Why?
Why did I agree to this?
7 color work, thrummed, stranded.
Oh no.
Intarsia.
Sounds like you're making a
Cables.
parka.
That'll be what he'll ask for.
Oh no.
With fringe. He won't ask for fringe.
But you'll put some anyway. Okay.
Your yarn. Talk about
My
the
yarn. I am using Drops Merino cotton, which is 50% merino, 50% cotton. And I like it.
Sorry.
I like it, but I am not impressed with the milling. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. I've used 3 balls so far, and this is number 2 and number 3, and have come across 2 giant knots.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, so that's 2 out of 3 for those keeping score, and 66%. And
math.
It's not good, is what that math amounts to. And one of the knots was solid, and I just kind of kept it. The other one, I tugged on it to see how, sturdy it was, and it just, like, whoop, came apart. It wasn't even knotted well. So, yeah. And this is, since it's 50% cotton, is not yarn that you can splice back together.
Nerp.
So you need to teach me how to do the Russian join thing.
It's super easy, but the only problem is with cotton. I've had mixed results, but I mean, this has enough wool in it. It gets a little stiffer with cotton.
Oh.
But
It's
you
a
could
skill
still
I
hide
need,
it. Yeah,
though.
it's very useful. I used it a bunch in these that I'm not, that are like below the camera. these things.
So, yeah, this yarn, like, I like the yarn itself, but
Knots.
it's, really frustrating.
Not okay.
So, like, this, I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to see, but here's one of the knots right here, and it's right on the front, so it's gonna, like, pull my stitches out. Yeah. Like, you can see that stupid stretched out stitch right there. And, like, there's nothing I can do about that. Unless I go back and...
Who does that? Who corrects problems?
Not I.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really, really frustrating to me.
So
and
drops.
of course it would happen right on the front. Like, not under the armpit or...
in the cuff at the bottom.
Right, yeah.
Anywhere else.
Yeah. Right on the front. So.
But it might come out with blocking. Not the knot, but like the tension issue.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. So that's what I've been working on. So this is a top-down set-in sleeve, and the math for this, I'm going to talk about in a minute, because we're going to do a fave this week, which we haven't been doing.
In several weeks.
But I learned that top-down set-in sleeve is apparently, like, a weird way to do things, and that's the way,
Why?
like, I don't know, it's not as common as, like, a raglan or a round yoke.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
And I heard somebody reviewing a book. I've been on a kick of watching a ton of podcasts again.
Look at you, being a good girl.
And I heard somebody reviewing a book it was called Top Down, and it was by someone named Elizabeth something.
Is he a mermaid?
No.
Okay, I was like, the queen of knitting.
No, not her. And the book was about how to do top-down set-in sleeves, and the people reviewing it were, like, mystified by it. Like, it was
Really?
so innovative and cool, and I was like, but I've had this book for, like, 12 years that tells you how to do exactly that. And I love this book.
I got distracted by the bizarre
The
pose.
lounging, nearly naked people on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this book, and so I'm going to talk about this later.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Because top-down set-in sleeves is not new or innovative or mystifying. It's a really good and precise way to knit sweaters. I really like it. It's my
I'm
favorite.
excited to learn about it. I've only done raglans.
Oh. I'm not...
I've made one sweater. Exactly one. So... we'll see.
What are you working on?
The show notes say swooks and swooter. But it says Carolyn swooter,
Yes.
not like Carolyn or anything like
yeah, I
that.
should have done that.
But Susie? Is that what people called me in high school? Susie.
Carl. No.
Carl.
No. We call you Carols.
To Carol's?
Yes.
Yeah. Taking it old school.
Yep.
Angie used to call me Susie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random fact about me. People used to call me Susie. So I'm working on a swooter. And it's a free pattern. It's...
Oh, the light is totally washing out that yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The pattern is called Driftwood, and it's by a person on Ravelry. Why don't I have the pattern out? Because I'm ill-prepared.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yes. But it's a stripy sweater. Come on, that is
It's
not...
because of that stupid fluorescent light.
That's slightly better. It's
Yeah.
a buttery, creamy
Yeah.
yellow. It's Cascade 220 that we dyed.
Yes.
With some... dyed it with yarn, is what I was gonna say. We dyed it with tea.
Right.
So, this sweater pattern has a nice placket at the front. It's kind of drapey, basic, top down,
Positive ease.
positive ease, faux show. Sweater.
Very cozy.
Yeah, and I'm just doing a bunch of pretty random stripes. I posted some pictures on Instagram, but it's a shared account, so
Yeah.
I can say we. Of the colors I'm choosing, which I'm having angst about, so if you have an Instagram, go back and look at our pictures and weigh in, because I don't know what to do with my life. Yeah, but I'm having a ton of fun working on this. This is my exactly second sweater. For me.
Cool. That'll be really nice come, like, late winter, early spring, when you're fantasizing about all these beachy colors.
Beach, yeah.
Oh,
It's
hello, fun.
slightly nautical. That's what I'm going for.
Like those French t-shirts, the like navy and white ones. Only not navy and white.
Well, there's some blue in it, but not entirely. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. I pretty much cast it on because I wanted to sweater with Kait. And also...
I may have had some
coercion.
Influence.
A little. It's not that bad, because I've been, like, really thinking about a sweater. Especially with this creamy white here. It's baby alpaca that I was gifted from someone, and...
It's not neon white like it was. It's sort of creamy, warm.
It's a warm white.
Yeah.
And if you're a painter, you know, there's two camps of white. There's titanium white and warm white, and I'm a warm white girl. So this is, like, right where I want to be. Yes, and I'm really loving it. It's got, like, this good drape already. It's fun. It keeps me interested because of stripes. Kait taught me how to weave in ends while you're knitting.
Did you do it?
I did, a couple different places.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check that out.
It's so good. I love this. When I learned that you could do this, I was, like, flabbergasted. And I've never looked back. Like, that's what you should do for everything, everywhere.
I may have gotten a little zealous with twirling it around the working yarn in a few places, but it's a very forgiving technique. And it's nice because all my color changes then start with a purl row immediately. So it's really, really hidden. I mean, I know you can hide it on the knit side too, but it's easier when you start with a purl, in my mind. So that's my procrastination project, because I don't want to cast on...
Oh man, that's bad when you cast on a sweater as procrastination for something else.
I know, because I'm super scared, because it's fingering weight color work that I want to do that I'm sure you'll be seeing in the next couple weeks. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Not a huge project, but a scary one. My other sooks work in progress. I have one done. These are Angora, 100%. So squishy. First time working with Angora. I'm just gonna mutilate it over here. The colors aren't showing up right.
Yeah,
Think of an
stupid fluorescent light.
That's fine. Think of an African violet, and it's like that mossy green, weirdy brown, and purple, and kind of a dark
and then
black.
Some little flecks of pink.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Like overall, I would say the color is generally purple.
Yeah, it's kind of a mossy purple, like a silvery purple. Which, I'm not crazy about the colorway, but someone gave it to me, and it is so unbelievably soft that, like, I couldn't not make socks. And I've got my second one right here. I just finished the heel. Yeah, I have very little left to do. And these are for the September interception for our sports ball event with Down Cellar Studios podcast. It's 12 rows of ribbing at the top, so that counts.
Cool. What, you're doing like a textury thing on the...
Yes, I wrote it out. I'm not 100% sure if it's exactly the same as Hermione's everyday sock or not, because I've done one pair of socks with that patterning on it, and I don't remember if this is exactly it. It's similar. It's kind of like an extended moss stitch.
It's very pretty. It's really subtle with the variation of the yarn.
Yeah, you can see it better, like, on the foot, where it compares with the flat part.
Cool.
It
sort of brings out some of the different colors, too.
Yeah, I didn't want it just flat, because I feel like it would just really show off how kind of ugly the colors are. But it's so soft, and I'm really happy with these. And hopefully they'll be finished by next week.
Cool.
That's what I'm working on.
And you have finished objects?
I do.
Scurf.
Yes. Scurf. That's what it says. SeeEmZee Scurf. Ooh, that's warm from the computer.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's just nice. Smells good.
This is lichen, right?
Yes. Lichen.
So pretty. It was just an absolutely perfect combination of yarn to pattern.
And it's all blocked, and it's all twirly, and it's so fun.
So pretty.
Yes, and this is a Christmas gift. It's gonna go to my grandma.
So you need to post this in the Christmas.
I think I did.
Oh, did you?
I don't remember. Yeah, I might have. But I just really love it. I feel like the colors, which are kind of showing up, it looks like dawn. It looks like really thin morning light before the sun like really peeks over the horizon. This is continuing our really flowery definitions of colors. Yeah.
Flowery was the perfect word at that moment. You look like one of the flower guys from the Disney Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say like some little kid pageant. I'm a flower. Yep. Because that's how children talk. Yep. So I'm really happy with this.
Yeah, super pretty.
I
The
like.
JoJo Land is just like such
Oh
a
my gosh.
subtle shift from one color to the other.
Yeah, and the way the pattern just really accentuated that was amazing. So pretty.
Yep.
I used 3 balls of it, which was more repeats than the pattern called for, but I think it's worth it. Because it's super long.
For sure, yeah. And you can wear it sort of as a stole or as a scarf or
Yeah.
however you
And
want.
I really do like it. The pattern, I liked the pattern, but because I repeated it so many more times than the pattern called for, I think I'm like not gonna make another one for a little bit.
Yeah, sick of it.
Not like sick of it because the outcome was so good, but just not ready to revisit.
I feel you.
Because I do have some more JoJo Land, not these colors, but I like it. Just looks so good with this yarn. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so that's my singular finished object this week.
I have 2. One of them is a cup cozy, which is the fancy mug cozy pattern, which was
Fun.
a featured pattern for the DCS
Was it?
sports ball. Yeah, I think.
It was featured?
I didn't. I think.
It was one of the designer's patterns?
I don't know. I saw a million people make them.
Because it has a 12-row repeat.
Oh,
Because it's the interception.
great. Okay.
That's why. Sorry.
Well, a lot of people are making them.
I made one.
Yeah, that's the one that she showed off last week?
Yeah.
Week before?
Last week. Can also be an armband.
Yeah. In case your biceps are sweaty.
Or cold.
Yeah, like a sweatband.
Okay.
Like, okay, so anyway, yeah, 12-row repeat. Get out.
That was me. I put that there.
And I was totally fine with it till it was like, shoot, 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 shoot. Button. I wish that I had done.
I don't know why that got me so good.
Whew. I wish that I had done 3 buttons instead of 1 because it's like it
Yeah.
wants to be flappy at the top, and I'm not crazy about that. And it's like, you know, if you're carrying a really heavy, hot cup of tea or whatever,
Drank.
then, you know, it tends to like slip up.
Yeah.
So I crocheted around the bottom to kind of hold it in place a little bit better.
I like that. I should have done that. I still could do that.
Yeah. Well, I did it as an afterthought thing. I like set it on the table and like crocheted around it while it was on the cup, so I knew how much
that's smart.
how much to do. Yeah.
Should do
So, yeah, if you do this pattern,
Still do that.
do 3 buttons instead of 1. But it was really nice to work on such a teeny tiny thing. Like I got it done in a day, and I knit it on straights, which felt sort of nostalgic.
Weird.
Yeah. Like everyone starts out on straights and then
don't
immediately
do. Hates them.
Yeah. So yeah, that was nice to make. That's sort of like a potato chip project. Like you make one and you're like, oh, I could
make 30.
Yeah.
In a day.
Yeah. And you really probably could. They're super quick.
You could. If you didn't have a child trying to eat it while you're making it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is Dream in Color Classy.
I swear I've used that yarn before.
I really like it.
It's nice.
It's kind of toothy. It's got a woolly.
It's good.
Yeah, it's like a woolly, grippy kind of feel.
So it's perfect for a cozy like this.
Yeah, it is. And the colorway is super pretty. Again, not showing up properly in.
It's a lot more subtle.
Yeah. It looks kind of neon bright in the light.
Not.
Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. That was nice to do, and I got that yarn 100,000 years ago, so that counted for stash busting. Even though I've got a little nugget of it left still, so maybe I can make a second one.
You should. You should make another one.
Yeah.
I want to make 90.
Yeah. Oh, I love your button.
I know, it's so fun. It's kind of like African violets.
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
And
it's time.
It's
time.
Been
so excited about
talking about this for 1,000 years, I think. Which one is up?
1,000?
Yeah.
It feels like you just powered through it. Oh my gosh.
My cowl thingy.
I'm swooning.
Which I'm happy with how the points blocked out. And I'm happy with, being able to pull it over your nose. I think that's an important consideration of cowls. And I think it'll look really pretty, under a coat.
So classy.
I keep, rotating it in the wrong way because of the mirroring of the...
Yeah, I'm side lexic to left, right lexic.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. Malabrigo, the colorway is Azul Profundo.
Profound blue.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the color.
I didn't either until I was searching for it to put it in there. So Carolyn suggested that I write up the pattern for this, and we could do it as a giveaway type thing. So that may happen in the future.
I had selfish reasons. I want to make one. Look at this. It's not showing up right.
No,
but
it
holy cow. I mean, just admire the lace, if anything.
It's super easy lace too.
It looks fancy.
It looks intricate, but it's super super easy. Yep.
I'll try it on.
And I did do the short rows as you suggested. So it's this wide in the back, and then comes down to the point.
Oh man, so this is so appropriate. This is so everything I want.
And it's also really hot, so
it's okay. It's okay. I found some Zauberball in my stash. I have 2 skeins of autumn reds and oranges.
Yep,
right?
Yep.
That'd be perfect.
I can see it because these would look like falling leaves.
I know, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Hold it double so you get some fun transitions.
Yeah. Yep. I'm on board with that.
So short.
Yep.
And long.
So that may be coming in the future, and I'll let you know.
Yell at her till she does it.
I'll let you know that happens. Because I've got a chart for the lace, and then I was just inventing the short rows as I went. So
that's kind of scary. That's to me, that's daunting. I couldn't invent short rows while I was going.
No, because it's just like, oh, do a German short row
Yeah.
every so many
Okay.
stitches.
I trust you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's no big thing.
I can't wait to see the pattern tomorrow, so I can cast this on and not do color work.
Should I like withhold it and
No!
finish your mittens?
No, not till I finish. It's gonna take like 90 years. I want to do it so bad. Okay.
I'll write that up. Maybe this week. I don't want to commit myself, but
Yes, you do. You this week.
So I think that's all my finished stuff.
Mine too.
Cool.
Just the one.
So for our favorites,
Her favorite.
I'm going to talk about this book, Custom Knits by Wendy Bernard, or Bernard, depending on how
the
she.
back is so distracting.
Yeah, I know. Like the nakedy man in the back. Yeah. And you can tell how long ago I got this book because it's from Borders, and Borders closed, which is the saddest thing. So this book has a lot of. Okay, it's like I don't know why she chose to not wear it with pants.
The girl on the front is wearing a Fair Isle to surf, which I'm down with that.
Yep.
Is this a rule? Like, is this one of those no pants books? Unsure if she has pants.
Unsure. Could be no pants.
It's ambiguous.
I can't tell if it's on the thing either because I can't see.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
This is reversible sweater.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And she gives, like, here's this pattern for the sweater, and then here are ways that you can modify it.
So smart. Teaching you to be, like, your own proficient designer.
And, so I'm just going to show you some of the pictures of the different patterns that are in here.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
this one seems like you very much.
Yeah. That's what I look like.
So
That's me in that picture. Not that picture.
no. And it's separated by raglan, round yoke.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's like a sleeved poncho. I'm not crazy about this one.
You know, that's a thing. That's coming back. Just
I don't-
gonna warn
I
you.
don't like it.
Prepare yourself.
So yeah, here's
Man in the background.
the chapter is top down set of sleeves, and so it's separated by how you're gonna construct the sweater, which I
That's
really like.
cool.
And here's a really nice sort of basic-y one.
That's very cool. So it's like a learning book.
Yes.
Like it's a technique.
Like, if you want to follow the pattern verbatim, you are totally welcome to. But then she gives you all these different, like, ways to... Like, okay, so that red one that I just showed. This one here. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. She then gives you, like, okay, this is, if you want to do a different neck on that sweater, here's an example of how you could do that. Not crazy about the super cropped look, but
It doesn't look good on me.
I don't know if it looks good on anybody.
I have
I've made
seen
this
people.
one about 100 years ago,
Ooh, I like that one.
and
You could totally customize it to make the blousing fit
Yup.
where your
exactly
body
where you want it. Yeah, and here's a long
works.
sleeve version of that one with a deeper neck, and
I love the sleeves.
yeah, and yeah, longer, the kind of belly sleeves.
Yes.
Um,
I like that. I like that. I like all of them.
and so I don't know if I need to go through like every single thing, but here's another one where she gives an example of how to customize
Very cool.
the neck and the sleeve and the whole kind of shape of it.
Wow, it's a tunic now.
Yeah. And then at the end, like after all of the pattern sections, oh, there's that.
We don't need to visit that.
Okay.
There's that creepy person.
She has a chapter called Design on the Fly. So she gives you kind of instructions on how to, I don't know where it starts, how to alter the neckline, how to use stitches that you like to your advantage, and yeah. Oh, I should. Carolyn just pointed out this sort of tank top.
The paisley top is
Yeah.
what I was talking about. The man's shirt.
And then after that, after she tells you how to tweak things to your advantage, she tells you how to start from the bottom up and do totally your own thing. And she goes through and tells you, okay, these are the measurements that you need to take, and then these are how you plug these measurements into this math to make exactly the sweater that you want.
Wow.
And
This book is awesome.
it's explained just so well, and she has instructions for a top-down raglan. It's all top-down, but she does a top-down raglan, and she does a top-down set-in sleeve.
So cool.
Just instructions on, like, from start to finish. Like, take your crossback measurement, your bust measurement, and your neck, like your back neck, and something else. And use your gauge to...
Gauging.
Yeah, you do need to swatch, but because you need the numbers for the math.
But
And then she goes through, like, okay, now if you, using your numbers, if you want a V-neck, if you want a crew neck, if you want a turtleneck, if you want
that sounds
a
so
boat.
fun.
Yeah, like, she goes through every little detail, and you kind of just plug your numbers in to these equations, and you can figure out your own sweater. Like, you never need another pattern ever again.
Wow.
Like,
if you're
I
willing
can't-
to do the math. And
yeah,
the
if
work.
you're willing to do the math. Now, if you want to just, not do a whole lot of thinking, and you want to just, have, like, that sounds bad, but I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, if you want to have a project that you can just, do without doing extra, like, homework attached to it, do a pattern. Do a pattern that someone else has written. But if you want something that's going to fit you exactly, then, these are things that you need to know. And what I really like is the top-down set-in sleeves instructions. And that's what I'm doing for that sweater that I'm working on now. And I have done 3 of these top-down set-in sleeves. And the way that they're constructed, you can be so precise with how it fits. And I think that's the best feature of it, is, like, you know exactly where you want your shoulder seam to be. And because it's got a shoulder seam being a top-down set-in sleeve, it's got extra structure here, and it's going to hang exactly how you want it to on your body. Whereas with a raglan or a round yoke, it doesn't have exactly, a place to, like, anchor on your shoulders. And then she tells you how to do short rows for the sleeves, like the sleeve cap, and converting things from pullover to cardigan. And so these are the instructions of starting from scratch. And it's just, and there's
in-depth.
Yeah,
Holy
super
cow.
in-depth. And schematics, like, here's the, I can't see, schematics for the top-down set-in sleeves. And
Wow.
once you understand the construction and understand the math behind it, you can make anything you want, however kind of fit you want. Negative ease, positive ease, whatever stitch pattern you want. You know, as long as you know your numbers, know your gauge and your measurements,
That's awesome.
you are free to do whatever you want. And so I really value the things that this book has taught me. So since getting this book, which has been a long time ago, like I said, I bought this at Borders, and Borders is closed. Since getting this book, I do not think I have used a pre-written sweater pattern.
Wow. That's awesome. And kind of intimidating.
But
But,
it's,
I mean,
it
it's
doesn't
all,
feel
like-
intimidating. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, need to write this down and take notes and
Yeah.
use gauge and multiply numbers. And
It's
then,
all numbered out.
yeah. Yep. And it's tailored exactly to you, and it fits exactly how you want it to, as long as you do
Super
the math.
cool.
Yep. Oh, and I wanted to respond to the podcast that I had seen yesterday, which was the Knit Girls with 2 R's.
Girls.
Yeah. And they were talking about the book that they had read, which was talking about top-down set-in sleeves. And the way that they were explaining that the book told you to do it, I think was, like, that book made it more complicated than it needed to be.
Okay.
So, according to this book, Custom Knits, you cast on for your cross-back measurement. Knit down, flat, do your armhole shaping, and then pick up stitches on each shoulder. And then knit front. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you increase, if it's going to be completely straight, you'll just increase for the armhole shaping. And if you are doing like a V-neck, then you'll increase on the inside as well.
Wow.
And that's it. Like, it's not complicated to do. It's a super easy construction. It's knit flat, cast on, knit flat, do some increases on the outside, and pick up a provisional cast on. Oops, I put it into the wrong shoulder. Pick up some provisional cast on along right here, and then knit down. And the way that they were explaining it was, I mean, a different way to do it. I'm sure that both of them resulted in the same thing, but this is easy and can be applied to anything.
Wow.
So I definitely recommend this book if you are interested in designing your own sweaters. And I believe she has got some other books with similar kind of
Break it down for you.
yeah. But I do not know the titles of those. So keep an eye out for Wendy Bernard and this book.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, go for it.
wow. Very cool.
Yep. So I think that's it for that. The next things are the events that we're involved in right now. One of them is the football thing, the DCS, Down Cellar Studio.
Pigskin party.
Yes. And you get points for how much you knit, how many yards that you have knit, or crocheted, or spin.
Yeah.
Spun.
Spanned.
Spanned. So we're doing that, and that goes till February. And
Sports.
yeah, you can join at any time since it's going till February.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exciting.
It's fun. The camaraderie is really fun.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
the threads are super
sassiness. I like the sassiness. I'm a fan, especially since my team is 2-0 right now. Feeling pretty good. Don't worry. We just had a big rematch from a big upset last year, so...
Oh.
Sports!
I don't know anything about anything.
I will convert you yet. You don't have to, like, even know what's happening to be excited about the Packers in Wisconsin. Just go to a bar during the game, and you'll just, like, suddenly be imbued with passion that you don't understand where it's coming from, and you'll just direct it at the Packers, and that's what's going to happen.
Or I could just
live your life like a normal person. Yeah, our other event is our Christmas. Yes. Commiserate along.
This is not really an event per se, but it's just a place for people to kind of hang out and talk about what they're making in terms of gifty, crafty things. And this is not like a prize for this or anything like that, but show us what you're working on, and if you like want advice for a pattern or you're wondering about whatever, we can talk about it.
I'll close it until we're done.
So yeah, come hang out in that thread and tell us what you're making for who and exciting stuff.
Yeah. It's feeding my favorites really bad, though, because some of the stuff people are working on is like, ooh, that's good, I can make that. Danger!
Yep. So, I think that's it. Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. So, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe on YouTube. And for now, we are not anywhere other than YouTube. So, if you are a person that does not like that, let us know, and we
Nicely.
may,
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, we may be interested in moving to another platform at some point.
Or editing.
Yeah.
Not,
I didn't mean like not doing YouTube.
Calm down.
Because I have been made aware that most knitting podcasts do a different thing than what we do. So I don't know if there are like more people who would be interested.
Feedback.
Yeah,
Let us know.
Let us know what your preferences are.
Yeah.
I'm
interested in knowing.
So yeah, hit like and subscribe on YouTube. Go check out our group on Ravelry, which is Chain 344 Podcast is the group name. That's kind of where we're most active.
We have an Instagram. If you didn't watch last week.
Also Twitter. And
we post pictures of cats.
Yes.
On Twitter.
That's my favorite part.
Meme day.
And Twitter and Instagram are at Chain344. And someone is coming in my door.
Okay.
So we will talk to you again next week. Have a good one.
Bye.